All right, good morning. It is Wednesday, September 3rd, not August. Uh, and the first thing I'm going to do is cut out some 40K terrain footprints because my transparency film literally just arrived in the mail. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'm not sure what else I'm going to get up to today. We'll have to see, but I'm going to start by cutting 8 sets of 40K footprints, and then maybe paint some Empire guys. Maybe paint that Maw Crusher. Who knows? All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is work on planning, or not planning. I pretty much have it planned. There's not much to plan. Um, I'm going to type up the information for the Old World Play Day that we're doing at the end of October. And I just wanted to talk through some considerations for the event and, how event planning goes in general. So, first of all, what I always do to save myself time is to go back and find the last play day we hosted and copy that information and start from there as a template. Um, so, if you don't know, a play day is kind of like a relaxed tournament. Instead of 3 rounds, you just play two. You play one in the morning, go have lunch, come back, play a second one. And usually they're for introducing new players to the game, whatever game it might be for, or like when a new edition comes out or a new matched playbook or whatever, that sort of thing. Um, there's we don't usually do an entry fee for these. We just do like a little raffle or something. This time we're going to be what are we doing? We're giving away a Battle Force box for the old world. Just everyone who comes gets an entry. No, I think we said actually. Come to think of it, I think we said anyone who comes who has doesn't own an army for the old world can win. Yeah, I think that was the idea because we want to get more people into it. Realistically, we have maybe 4 or 5 people who play. Uh, maybe up to 6 or 7 people who have armies, but realistically, not many. A couple. Um, and so hopefully we'll generate some interest from this and get some more people excited. I think it's a great rule set. I was quite sad when Warhammer Fantasy went away, despite the maybe the I don't know. There's the circular logic about Warhammer Fantasy and Age of Sigmar. I really like Age of Sigmar. I really liked Warhammer Fantasy. I really like the Old World. But yeah, there's that whole circular logic of like, did it fail because GW didn't pay enough attention to it, or did GW stop paying attention to it because it was failing? Maybe something we'll never really know. I'm sure there are plenty of people who have very strong opinions who feel like they're absolutely correct, and I'm just frankly not sure which one is the correct answer. I suppose when in doubt, blaming the big company is easier than blaming the community, so we can go with that. So one of the things that I do need to consider, though, for the old world in particular, is whether or not we're going to use the Renegade rule pack. I know that it is very popular among the old world community. Um, I don't personally, and we don't, at least when I play my games, we don't use it. I just kind of like sticking to the rules that GW has made. If someone came to me and said, "Hey, do you want to play a game of Old World?" and I'm going to use the Renegade pack, that's cool with me. I'm just not going to personally use it. I don't I derive a lot of joy in the game in general, in all the games I play, of like using the bad army and trying to make the bad army work, often unsuccessfully because I'm not that good of a player. But I enjoy that sort of like, if it's the good thing and it's working as intended for everybody, it doesn't really interest me. But taking the Imperial Agents army that's got like a 12% win rate, or the Chaos Demons in Old World, and seeing if I can make them work, I really enjoy that. So that's something to consider. We are going to allow it for this event. I'm just going to say, like, you can use it or not. If you're playing one of the Legends Legacy armies, if you want to use the Renegade pack, you can. If you don't, you don't. You just can't mix in your army. So if you're going to use the Renegade, if you're going to use anything out of the Renegade pack, that's what you use for your whole army. If you're not, then you don't use it at all. And then people just have the option. And technically, it's the matchups may not be exactly as they're supposed to be on paper, with one person using it and one person not. But it's a play day at the end of the day. We're just trying to get people interested. I think it'll be fine. Then after that, I need to one of the biggest things that I probably should spend more time on when making events is the picture, because I know from experience people don't read the stuff I write. I could write this glorious description in exceptional prose. No one will read it. The thing that's going to grab people is the picture on the front of the event and where can I click the sign up link. That's all they care about. And that's fair. That's fine. If you don't want to read what random guy has posted and thinks he has written amazingly, which of course I have, I'm not that heartbroken over it, but maybe just a little. So one of the things that I like to do is to make a picture, for a cover picture for the event. All our events are on Facebook, by the way. That may not be clear to everybody. All the events are on Facebook, so they have this nice cover picture. I like to make a cover picture that is going to give people all the information they're going to need, even if they don't read my exceptional prose. So I usually just start by grabbing like some picture that Games Workshop has produced of the game in question, and then I'll just go into Photoshop and edit the like time and the date and all that. For this one in particular, I also need to figure out how to get the "we're giving away a battle box" onto the out to the people, even if they don't read the whole thing. So that's something to consider. Um, so yeah, I'm just going to type this up. This event is going to be October 25th, about a week before Halloween. So if anybody watches this and you're in the greater Statesboro, Georgia area, I would encourage you to come participate in our Old World Playday. We'll have 16 slots. We won't fill all 16 slots, so there'll be plenty of room. But yeah, you might have the chance to win a Battle Force box. That would be pretty cool. We'll do a raffle for people who already own an army. Also, probably like give away a unit box or something for whatever army you play, just so they don't, we don't want to only attract new players. We want people who already play the game to be excited about coming to play. So we'll probably do Battle Force box if you don't play the game, and then a second prize, a unit box if you do play the game, because you already play the game. You don't need our help getting into it. You've gone into it already. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and type all this up and get it all looking nice and pretty, and then I'm not sure what is next on the agenda today. I wrote down a vague agenda, but I don't know where I put it, so I'll have to go look for it. The next thing on the agenda is find the agenda, and probably the next thing you'll see is me at the paint desk. All right, so while I was editing this episode, I realized that once I was done with all the event planning discussion, the episode was already close to 10 minutes, and I feel like that's a good length for these kind of episodes. And I feel like a lot of people aren't going to watch past that anyway to get to the painting part. So I'm going to throw all the painting stuff I did today into tomorrow's episode. Tomorrow is Thursday night game night anyway, and so I don't always have as much time to do stuff other than get ready and go to paint night or game night. So I'm gonna throw all the painting stuff tomorrow, and that'll be its own dedicated video, and then we'll move forward from there. So thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would encourage you to click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. If you want to play 2 games of Old World with a bunch of people who also like Old World, sign up for our event. I'll put the link in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow.